What is this final pick? As it's Oyster to be picked here for the bottom lane, as the Karma will be flexed.
Yeah. So, Kaiwing does have that proclivity for the engaged, melee supports, and so they are going to rotate it up to the top side here.
It's being channeled already. And you can see that Zeus is doing a good job of just actually trying to take the 1v1 here against Rest, which generally is not going to go too well for him. But still is able to push him away from the wave and also thin out the wave a little bit. Not able to do it enough, though, as now here comes the entire party. The flash on into Zeus. He's just going to flash away up the wave, as now the Harpoon here on the Rest, but he's still in a 1v3. We do have Peanut trying to make his way up, but I think it's going to be a little bit too little too late. This should be first blood onto one of these guys. Is finally the level up, but it doesn't matter. First blood does go over to Jinja, and again, this guy is making impact right at the beginning of the game.
Oh, here we go, though.
Honku! Oh, no, he's the one getting bullied.
Arrow for lane dominance and a health trade, but Peanut's up top side, and there's the ult.
Yeah, there we go. That's the Rumble and the Vine. You see Jinja's here. He's like, what do I do? I can't go in. I can't really get out. Here is now. He doesn't quite have the clone. Has to go for the Cyclone. As now we see Honku is making his way up, maybe trying to look for a 2v2, but Jinja is already so low. Honku going to push them over the wall. Peanut is quite low himself, but the last hit, he is going to take down the jungler of CFO, and now Honku all alone, and even Zeka's going to get the first roam on up. A massive lead in this early game. We're only 10 minutes in. They're more than 2,000 gold ahead.
All right.
Maybe this is the opportunity, as that is not support Karma, but still she's only got a lost chapter. Can she do anything? As here comes the equalizer. Rest is already almost dead, as Peanut and Viper are here, and they're even going to use the cease and desist into Doggo, as there's nowhere for him to go. They hand over the...
And Zeus was able to mine some turret plate money off the bottom side by a very quick rotation from HLE, so it's like, it's not only...
Instead, but Peanut is keeping watch.
Yeah, I wouldn't give anything.
Oh, gonna hit the clone. Nice clone here, but at the same time, you're not gonna have that engaged now as they go in onto the Wukong and Jinja. There's just nowhere for him to go. They just go all in onto him, and the follow-up is there. Kaiwing can't get away from Viper, but Viper will let him go. CFO, Honku, he's trapped. He wants to make something of this. He goes in for the sweep, as now maybe something, maybe one kill can go over to CFO, but the answer is absolutely not. Not in this fight, at least, as Rest also will be baited into it and goes down.
Will take from them everything. They will not give a single thing over to CFO. Thankfully, CFO did get their...
In Hanwha Esports' favor, as they have been given the majority of the plates in this one. As now, CFO trying to fight over this area of the map as well, maybe looking for the Rift Herald, but you see Hanwha Esports going in for the fight once again. They want Jinja. They're not quite going to get him, as he does get out here, but the follow-up in onto Honku, and that's a Yone. Zika's like, thank you very much. I'll get into that fight if you'd like me to. As the sweep came in, he just goes back to his unbound soul, and CFO just have to run away injured. As
they spy a bird.
They do spy a bird here, as Honku should be going down as well. And you can see this lane economy snapshot powered by MasterCard. It's just growing larger and larger for the side of Hanwha Esports. As Zeka is just killing a turret in top. They don't even need him for the fight in the jungle.
CFO, they did kill Peanut, though.
They did.
They did kill Peanut. That was a shutdown. It was nice focus as well once again. They initially were trying to chunk Jinja out of the team fight, the Wukong. CFO, they at least got some money, and the shutdown did go over to Karma.
And by the way, Honku's just dying in live as this is happening. That is now his 5th.
To push these games so quickly and farm kills, but Kaiwing wants to go back to the snap.
You see Zeka actually tried to Q3 over the wall there. Kaiwing is going to headbutt him back into the Cyclone, but that's just a dead Wukong instead. Zeka going 1v4. Surely he goes down here to these three as he gets a 3-man knockup once again, and finally the sweep and Rest. They finally take down the Yone, as Delight is side lane pushing with his buddies as they look for more and more objectives.
It's okay, though. That's shutdown number 2, Valdez. They got another one. Zeka is good for 1 in the 4v1, as he kills Jinja, who went back over with very low HP. And you already kind of mentioned that their base took a little hit, a slight hit.
It's just one inhibitor out of the 3, so, it's not even more than half.
It's a little drafty down there being open, but Peanut caught on the blue buff.
Yes, caught.
Really caught?
Totally caught unawares here, as his brothers Viper and Delight help him out. We got the TP coming in. Doggo is just pretty much dead meat in this one. Dies to the buy as meanwhile Viper's kiting it out against 2. It just gets worse from here as even Zeka is adding insult to injury. They didn't need Zeus this time as he was just TPing to the top side. They look for the Karma as well. Rest probably survives here, I say, as in goes Peanut flashing for the kill onto Rest. He is not done just yet as Peanut will go down. And Rest will survive for now.
I feel like the Karma's getting a lot of kills.
Yeah, getting real fed in this one.
Answer me that, huh?
We were not going to play the replay where the Karma gets the kill. We were just going to avoid that one. She's getting a little bit too strong. The Otacon into the fight by himself, as meanwhile Zeus and Viper are also coming up here. And Jinji is like, okay, I have escorted my team away from this one. We want to back away. But here comes Delight, and now the equalizer is pretty nice on top of Rest, and Honky is so low in this one, and Doggo, he eased over the wall as the fight is very much broken up. Jinja is going to be going down as well. 3 people left, and the ult is back up here for Zeka, and he's gonna catch Rest as well. Honky just trying to get away from this one, just trying to survive, but Zeus says, no, I want more blood. I haven't had enough kills here as he picks up his 5th. I think Hanwha Esports will just take the Nexus now, Kobe.
Okay, so no Baron in this game. No Baron at all. HLE looking to take a dominant game number 1.
Yeah, this one was a game of League of Legends that we did have. 12,000 gold the lead as Hanwha Esports dominates CFO here in game number.
Oh!
Really?
Yeah! Yes!
Oh my God! It's happening, Zed!
Yes! What in the... Yo, stats team, give me... I need a stats team. So he doesn't have his top lane priority, and his mid lane's getting pushed in too, but he goes for the smite fight.
Yeah, that's going to go the way of Peanut here, and Peanut is not scared to go for the fight, especially with the Zed, but he's actually losing the fight here. He goes for the heal. He flashes away, but Jinja still going to get it. He does give the kill over to Zeka, though, who will pick up double buff, as now Honky low on mana. Zeka, he's on the hunt, as he doesn't have much more than a shuriken, though. He's eating stones straight to the face. There you go, Honky.
We got the extra one, and we will split grubs.
Yeah, just a split grub situation, 2 for 1.
On over to the dragon as well, and keep those ones rolling.
Yeah, it's very true. I mean, you think about their team.
Vladimir that does have flash, and I wonder if he used pool already. Nope.
Oh, there's the pool. Kaiwing not going to hit the stun on this one, but he is at least going to land the E onto him. Kaiwing does take a bunch of that damage, so very nicely done.
Jungle and the support to follow. Wait a second.
Driver's really trying to make this kill onto Viper happen. Right now, he's just got a Catalyst and a Tear, so he doesn't actually do damage, Driver. He's just dying to MF, and Peanut's here.
Yeah, the big problem there, ultimate used offensively. You really want that for defense.
Speaking of offensive ultimates, as in goes Zeka once again, as there is the Kindred ultimate just barely to save his life. Peanut failing on the dive, but he is going to stay alive, and it might not be a fail at the end of it all. As Zaku comes in, Viper, though, will be traded out. As at least
range of tower by hovering against the wall long enough that he still gets his counter kill.
Yeah, so Peanut did smite away one of the grubs here as they go in for the fight. They're not going to hit all too much, but everybody else groups into the rel. Here comes Doggo from the top side, though. Zeka going in for the dive once. Jinja not going to get him just yet. So many low health bars here on the side of CFO, and Peanut is going to get away. Here comes Zeus over the wall, just going to pull the shove, and will not take the damage, but does take the follow-up. One Q might save him, but it's not going to happen as Honku lives against Zeka, who misses the shuriken. Here comes Doggo, flashing on into a Zed, not scared of anything, but guess what? The R is up, and it's available again! Zeka goes for it again! Gets the kill, and the last auto repeat!
He's here. Okay. Grub fight is not fair.
Wait, I think we missed something, Kobe. There's a Gragas in the top lane. Meanwhile, there is a dive onto a rel. Delight wants to turn it around, but he's not going to be able to. Oh, he's going to have the way of HLE, so that is going to be their second Drake of the game, you can see.
To make this attempted play. Of course, Zeus does have his teleport, so Vladimir could also join.
Yeah, it looks like he might just do that. Here's the wall, there's the TP, and a very nice engage comes in from Delight once again, but the Kindred ult is there to try to save them. They're all invulnerable. The follow-up comes in from the Vlad, though, as Zeus gets the big kill on that backline. We do see Zeus just running in their backline, getting so much down, and Driver looking for Peanut, but he's not quite going to be able to get it down. He just pops away on the Mega Blast Cone, and Driver is all alone here. 1v2. Peanut is very low, although he is kind of kiting him out here, kind of playing with the Gragas a little bit. Gonna eat a Q though and does back away, but the Rift Herald secured, and this first turret should go the way of Hanwha Life as well.
Yeah, even though it was like, it didn't look.
They're gonna try to use this pressure to take down this mid turret, which in fact they will. The side lanes, Kobe, you were mentioning.
As we mentioned in Champ Select, is going to be a really big problem later, and we are later.
Yeah, about that. They need to do something about the Vladimir, but Zeus is and throws stuff at him, and the Vlad doesn't care at all.
Well, getting richer by the seconds. Split pushing bottom while they go for the dragon fight here, Jinja.
Oh, the engage not going to land there from the side of Kaiwing, and there you go. Peanut will secure the smite onto this one, and again, this 1v1, it's just looking worse and worse for Driver. Another Empower Q going to hit him as the Rift Herald pushing on in, and Zeus is just looking for the dive. Driver has to flash away from it, but even the ult nearly takes his head off. As Driver at this moment does not quite exist in the side lane. In goes Delight, maybe a little bit sideways there as down he will go. Jinja nearly pays for it, but does throw in the ult as Zeka looking for the dive, does pop away. As will that Ignite get the kill? The shurikens flying around him. Yeah, just run away from him whenever you see the scary vampire
Or go right to this face.
I mean, this is the thing. He's got a slow onto Zeus. Zeus, he's got help. He's got Peanut here, and heals come in. He flashes into the two of them. It's just like, why did you bait me into this one? I gotta flash away now. But nobody's actually going to approach this on the side of CFO. So they just give it up. Flowers will be taken here by Hanwha Life Esports. And just think about what that's going to do for the extra levels, the extra damage.
Think about that. Just might fight here or something, but Zeus is teleporting in, so run!
Oh my God!
Run!
Wait, Joggo, you're going the wrong way. He runs towards the Vlad. They're trying to take down Delight, but they all get grouped up into the Rel instead. And you know what? Vlad loves when you're grouped up against it. Finally, Jinja gonna throw out the Kindred ultimate, but who really cares about that? He survives for a bit longer, but the rest of the team just dies alongside of him. And Hanwha Life Esports will take the fight and the dragon. And it's looking like a 2 here today, Kobe.
Yeah, and the Baron, I'll wager. I'll put a lot on
it. That probably they would take down this objective. Kaiwing now ultless with his Solar Flare on cooldown, trying to just walk his way in as Jinja not even able to get in range. So that is just going to be a free Baron over to the side of Hanwha Life Esports, and CFO now a bit caught. Going to do a combo onto a Vlad, but you know, Talia, not very good against the Vlad, I'll tell you that, as in goes Zeus. He's got backup for the team. The triple kill comes in from Zeus, and he's looking for a bit more. As, they're just going to get that kill over to Viper instead, as it is the ace from the side of Hanwha Life, and that might just be the game right here, right now.
Certainly will be, right through the top lane. HLE with Baron, with the Dragon Soul, looking at the 2-0 clean victory.
A very clean one at that, and they did it with a Vladimir top and a Zed in the mid lane. If you missed this game, definitely go ahead and check out the replay because it was a very fun one with those 2 picks. A super dominance game from Hanwha Life Esports as they continue to prove that they are the tournament favorites here.